I'm Jen, a performance coach at GMAT Ninja. I've also helped elite athletes, Fortune 100 executives, and West Point cadets training to become Army officers overcome mental blocks to perform at their best. All of these high-stakes performers share something in common with GMAT students. They get nervous, they get anxious, and they have to overcome these hurdles all the time. So today, I'm going to demystify where performance anxiety comes from and show you the single most important thing to understand about managing that anxiety. The first thing you need to know is that performance anxiety is a real thing for all kinds of people. Have you ever laid awake at night worrying about an upcoming exam? Have you ever skipped a question, not because you didn't know it, but because you didn't believe you knew it? Have you ever found yourself spiraling down what I call the dark path of despair, where you question if you're good enough to achieve the score you want, and then question if you'll ever get into your top schools, if you'll ever achieve your goals, if you'll stay stuck? Well, these are very common experiences for even the most elite performers in any field. Let me give you an example. I love watching Steph Curry, an all-star pro basketball player in the NBA. And one of the reasons I love Steph so much is he talks openly about getting nervous every single time he steps on the court. Wherever you find high performers, you'll find that they have to face down their nerves, just like us. When we perceive a threat, our bodies are highly evolved to go into overdrive. This is a process controlled by the sympathetic nervous system, called fight or flight. Imagine you're walking through the woods and about 30 yards ahead, you see a grizzly bear. The moment you sense that threat, your heart rate goes up, your muscle tension increases, adrenaline spikes, digestion stops, creating feelings of nausea. Your blood flow shifts away from the extremities, which is why your hands might feel cool and clammy. Now, this fight or flight response happens every time we walk into a GMAT test center or get ready for a job interview. But in these situations, there is no bear. The key is not the presence of an actual threat, but the perception of a threat that kicks everything off. When we choose to focus on the future consequence, then we perceive the test as a threat. But when we choose to focus on the present moment, taking it one question at a time, then we're okay. Research shows that the amount of anxiety a performer experiences matters a lot less than the way they interpret that anxiety. Think of it this way. Have you ever gotten nervous doing something you don't really care about? Probably not, right? And that's because test day nerves tell us that we care about what's happening. This is our body's way of rising to the challenge. So even if we feel physically uncomfortable, acknowledging where those nerves come from can help us respond. Performers who interpret their nerves, anxiety, and self-doubt as debilitative are basically falling into their own trap. But the best performers interpret those nerves as a sign that they are ready and that they've been there before. That's one of the reasons they're so good at what they do. There are also very concrete routines and techniques that you can use to manage your nerves. I'm leaving a link in the video description so you can watch me walk through these techniques in detail. But when it comes to performance anxiety, the bottom line is that you are in control of how you interpret the fight or flight response. And once you're in that game day moment, embrace your performance anxiety, because every sign of stress or nervousness is there to work for you, not against you. I'm Jen from GMAT Ninja, and thanks for watching.